Next, the Hall of Fame will be inducting their fifth and sixth softball umpires tonight. The four previous inductees, amazing officials, which includes Leilani Okuda, Herb Paleka Jr., Gary Shiraishi, Donald Minell. The next in that list, let's meet Ron Komine Sr. Before he even wore the blue, Ron Komine was making noise with the bat. An all-star high school baseball standout and a force in men's fast-pitch softball, he knew the game inside and out. But in 1963, a new chapter began with a face mask, a rule book, and a passion to serve.
You know, Hawaii's such a small island and everybody knows everybody, and my dad was, and back in the day, there was men's fast pitch and everybody played that, and it was an intense competitive league, and my dad trained all the umpires. So he had a very important role in what the umpires are today.
Ron's officiating career took off with the Armed Services League under the guidance of Leroy Sims. From the chalk lines of softball to the basketball hardwood, he brought fairness, focus, and fire to every call. He wasn't just a student of the game, he became its teacher, serving thousands of athletes and supporting 4 kids in his family.
Well, my dad was strict. He had 30 years in the Air Force and 25 years at Punchbowl Cemetery. Real strict. He instilled, baseball was his dream. So as a little kid, I played competitive baseball. I mean, you know, we were all kids, but he used to dress me like a pro. And everyone else had baggy pants, and I had sewn pants and black shiny shoes. I wanted messy shoes because all the other kids had messy shoes. So, but he was. I guess he wanted me to be a baseball player. So.
In 1978, Ron was appointed umpire-in-chief of the Hawaii Amateur Softball Association. Over the next decade, he built an empire of excellence, training umpires, hosting clinics, and registering more than 250 officials in a single year. When Ron led, others listened.
Hawaii's so small, and me being a baseball player and being a baseball community as it is, and softball, you know, my dad was there. He was all at the UH women's softball game. So when you guys showcased the women's, you know, that was part of our lives because my dad was down there every day too, overseeing all his umpires. So he trained them well. They had to dress professionally, and my dad was always, you know, he was always the guy.
During his illustrious career, Ron Komine worked NCAA D1 and D2 games, 4 national fast and slow pitch tournaments, and dozens of state tournament and championship games. And he always rose to the occasion. Whether as a father or an umpire, he always handled his job with a gold-level standard of professionalism and love.
2 different people, because like I said, I played competitive baseball and softball, and to see from a father, from a coach, and from an umpire standpoint, he was very professional in every which way. And he was a great dad and very, very dedicated to the family.
As a man who made the calls for decades, he finally gets his call, straight to the Hall. Congratulations to 2025 Hawaii Sports Officials Hall of Fame inductee, Ron Komine Sr. Accepting the award for the 2025 Hawaii Sports Officials Hall of Fame are his sons Ron Komine Jr. and Dwayne Komine. Ladies and gentlemen, our next inductee, Ron Komine Sr.
Thank you. My brother told me I couldn't speak tonight, so I'm just saying thank you.
Okay, my brother's the oldest. I'm not sure why he was named Dwayne, and I'm the second, and I'm named after my dad. But that wasn't always easy. I'd like to thank Felipe. The time we did that interview, Felipe didn't mention how much I was sweating
because I came from a golf tournament. I was half an hour late. Everybody was waiting for me, and I couldn't find the darn building at McKinley High School. And by the time I found it, I was dripping sweat, so I don't know how that video came out pretty decent. First of all, I want to say hi to Joe Ornelas. Joe used to be my referee when I was in high school, and there was a game at a lower stadium where the Kamehameha linemen were like chasing me all over the field, and I went to Joe and I said, Joe, they're killing me. And he said, good for you. I remember that, Joe Ornelas. Anyway, I had to get that out of my system. My wife also mentioned to tell me that it's not about me. So I'm going to stop talking about me. And Dwayne, I'd like to thank you for being here. As for my dad was a dedicated umpire. He was a hell of a baseball and softball player himself too. And he's a pretty good golfer. Great.
Okay, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you very much. Okay, we want to move down to the next president. Okay?
All right.
Wait, come on, it's not ready. They saw it on the video. Let's go.
Okay. All right.
That's why he's not named Ron Jr. Away. My brother did not play sports. He played drums. He played for the infamous group, those of you, Country Living Band, but I know we're pressing for time. I asked my dad, why doesn't Dwayne play catch with us? And he said, because he can't catch. And he's made to play the drums, and that's why he's a drummer. But for my dad's, on a serious note, this is just so awesome that my dad is honored in front of all of you. I'm sure he's proud. He's a proud man, and every time I call him and remind him about tonight, he has a tear in his eye too. So, but I'd like to thank all of you. There's a lot of friendly, familiar faces that I've known through all the years, and my dad knows very well. My dad's in Seattle now. He's 91 years old. He's in and out sometimes, but he still harasses all the staff in the senior house that he's in. That's what happens when the child is not attending to the parents. That's why he went to public school and I went to private school. So Dwayne, it's better, Dwayne. It's okay. I'll take you home after this. It's okay. And I'm not going to charge you for gas. Felipe, in our days, we never had anything like OC16 and how they showcase the kids nowadays. It's so impressive, and guys like this guy and OC16 who brings it all to the table is awesome. I'd like to thank you all for celebrating my dad's special day. My dad's in Seattle and he's smiling. Thank you all very much.
Aloha, everyone. I feel very honored for this contribution that has been bestowed onto me. There were a lot of people that could make contributions to make things very successful during the time I was the umpire chief. With that said, thank you very much and mahalo.
Congratulations. That's real cool that he got to send that message too. What a legend, what a distinguished father with two weird-ass sons. Today, I would also like to talk about alcoholism and why bars should close after the invocation. No. In all seriousness, though, your family's legendary, so I appreciate you. And he was 30 minutes late. It wasn't a big deal for us, but he said he couldn't find the building. We told him it was in the library. The library is the biggest building on McKinley, and it's labeled library.